That's pretty cool, man. Like I said, I'd like to do the Sebastian mission. I don't know any way to pass time. I'd like to do it. I don't know if we're going to get to do it.
Revelio.
Yeah, sometimes chests are still yellow. I don't know if that's because when I found them, my inventory was full, so I couldn't pick it up. But I don't know. I guess we could fly around just for like a few minutes, see if anything spawns, and if not, I mean, that's it, dude. I'm just gonna go do the story, and whatever. Sebastian's quest pops afterwards, then Sebastian's quest pops afterwards, and there's nothing else I can do about it, so... Alright, I mean, like I said, I like Natty's story. I think that Natty and Poppy have good storyline. I think all three of the major characters have good stories. You know, it's just a shame there is no Ravenclaw equivalent to Poppy and Natty. It's kind of unfortunate, you know? I want to rep my class. Unless maybe they don't spawn, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would they design a plot line and then say, well, it doesn't spawn because you're in the house of that plot line? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, I can understand why, right? So it's like, oh, repeat playthroughs, you know? But it would be like, but why? So yeah, like I said, I've given most of my thoughts about this game so far, you know, for a long while. You know, I think it should have mission replay. That could be a fun patch to add in. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. It should have New Game Plus, right? So you could maybe play the other classes, you know, with the same character. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be kind of cool. Because remember, like I said, Eternal Darkness, I forget when I brought that up. I brought it up a while ago. Eternal Darkness actually does something similar. You have to actually play the game through multiple times in order to get the true ending of the game. You have to beat every campaign, which basically means you have to beat the game on, not literally, but easy, normal, and hard. Although I would call it normal, hard, and impossible, really. That's just me personally. And then when you do that, you get like the super special ending, which is basically, well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's pretty cool. If you've ever played Eternal Darkness, you know what I'm talking about. Like I was saying, when you play the game, they give you a choice of 3 different paths to go down right at the start. There's green, red, and blue. It slightly alters the story. I just think that green is just actually the best. I think green is thematically the best. I think it has the best gameplay elements. You know, it has all the whole sanity bullshit. If you know anything about the game, you've probably seen it, you know, the whole, like, sanity things and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that, like, green just gives the best playthrough. The other two are just different and difficult. Red is challenging, but I think blue is really, like, it's really fucking tough, man. That's just me personally. What? I hit him with Glacius, right? Oh no, there we go.
Fight! Took the goblin out. How'd you run? Incendio.
Burned him to nothing. Alright, fall. Iona Morgan? Who the fuck is that? I don't even remember. That's unironically, I don't even know who you are. I legit had a Thanos moment. I'm like, I don't even know who the hell you are, man. Iona Morgan. That must have been like a billion quests ago. Ah, they fired twice. Okay. Oh, fire! Alright, there you go.
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
Bro. We're too late in the game for that. That's way too late.
Revelio.
The time for that was like the first part of the game. Both extremely valuable and extremely poisonous, venom is secreted from the pincers of the carnivorous acromantula. For obvious reasons, it's much easier to harvest the venom from a dead spider than a living one. Yeah, how are you going to restrain a living one? I mean, it's probably possible. Possible does not equate to easy, though, needless to say. Concentration. Alright, I mean, I'd like for this Sebastian mission to pop up. Maybe I'll reload the game just to see, but I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe that's like a... Maybe it could be a post-game thing, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the game, after you've done everything, it's like, oh, hey, you know, you've done this. Cool. Okay. No, not that. Should I reload the game now, I guess? Because there's not really anything else to do. Oh, let's go to here, I guess. Grab a couple pages. If not, I'm going to give it... What time is it? I'm at, like, 3 hours and 43 minutes on the recording right now. I got to cut a little bit out, but that's fine. So, like, about 3 hours and 40 minutes-ish, give or take. So, like... Alright, thank you. Pungus onion bulb, or I'm sorry, Pungus onion bulb, is a particularly powerful onion used for some potions, including the cure for boils. It's best not to touch it with bare hands. They're too busy fighting each other. I'll just do whatever. Okay. What else we got? Just fly through here, I guess. Oh, there's a collection item.
I couldn't wait. Perhaps I'll scout around Phil.
So, there you go. Nope. Ah, oh. I love that. I like that they update their dialogue. That's really funny. I do love that they update their dialogue. All right. I think it's time, folks. I don't know. We could give it what, another 5 minutes? Not even. Like, where are the ancient magics? Like, you know what I mean? Like, where's all the ancient magic reservoirs? There's supposed to be like 5 more. Let's go over here. We've never been out over here. But yeah, so like I said, to recap all the good things I like about this game, right? Right off the bat, character customize it, right? Secondly, you know, it takes place in a nice open world that's got like a ton of good stuff going for it, right? The Harry Potter world has got a rich lore, rich history, right? It distances itself from the movies, like even if you didn't know anything about the movies or the books, right? Because I think the movies were pretty faithful, I think. From my limited knowledge, I'm pretty sure that the movies are like some of the most faithful adaptations out there. Even more faithful than seasons 1 and 4 of Game of Thrones, right? I like, you know, like things like that. I think the characters are well written, right? The Natty story, the Poppy story. Now, sadly, they weren't really as relevant to the main story towards the end as I would have liked. I think a lot of them felt like they were going to be way more important towards the end than they actually ended up being. But yeah, no, I can like that. Like, or I agree. I think it's pretty cool. You know, Sebastian and all of them, you get them in on all the plot lines and stuff. Now, I don't know how much your actual choices matter in this game, right? Like, I kept a bunch of those people's pets or whatever, which is what, you know, that's a choice, right? But do I think the plot drastically conforms to whatever decisions you make? No, probably not, right? I think for the most part, the plot is pretty much the same, which is fine. I didn't expect this game to have a ton of choice. The fact that this game has so much built in from other, like, more serious games is already kind of a W in my opinion. You know, like, I play a lot of games... What the fuck is it? A troll move in? What the hell is that? Oh, it's another grap horn. Okay. Because I still have the Lord of the Shore. Like, I would say that my biggest complaint, again, is just how they handle the spells and the R2 stuff, right? I think that aiming in is helpful, but I don't know if aiming in is, like, so vital that it has to be... I feel like it could have been on up, right? I don't... Like, this is helpful, I guess. I don't know if you really necessarily need it. I just think that the way they should have done it, because like down on the D-pad is heal, right? So that's fine. Obviously, you don't want to overbind things to heal, because if you push it in combat and you get the wrong thing out, that's a problem, right? I think that like Lumos, Disillusionment could have definitely been on this wheel, right? I feel like they could have had them, at least Lumos and Disillusionment, right? It could have been a different thing, like, oh, you know, you press, like the D-pad doesn't do anything on here. I think that they could have moved it to L1 and then D-pad. They could have had Reparo. They could have had, you know, Lumos. Reparo could have just been contextual, I feel. I feel like that would have been better. Like, yeah, you learn it, but like Alohomora, there's only so many places you can use it. I guess they wanted to be able to use it like when you're out in the open, right? They didn't want to have like a specific spot you need to stand to make it a prompt. So I could understand why Reparo is a separate spell. Wingardium Leviosa does not need to be a separate spell. It's automatically triggered when you use Accio. So I don't know why it's a separate spell. But you see, like, I think the biggest thing is just how they handle it. You know, like, if you could use L2 and R2, right? I think that would just be way better, personally. I would much rather be able to use those spells to, like, handle and control my magic. I think it would make, you know, if you had 8 spells available, it would cut down on all the fumbling you have to do in the middle of combat, which is definitely my least favorite part of the combat, for sure. Like, having to constantly, you know, switch and toggle between D-pads is not very fun. And I also said this in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I was like, I wish it wasn't the D-pad to switch between your front and back, right? Because it's a little bit whatever. I think there, though, it was just, like, R2 and down, right? It wasn't as bad. But then again, in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, there really were only, like 9 good moves. So you just pick 8 and you just call it on the last one. You know, this game has way more spells equipped, and I don't think we're getting the Sebastian mission. But that's like my major complaint, right, is just the controls. It's a pretty long game. You know, 40 hours is pretty long. This is definitely bang for your buck. So it's not anything bad about that. I would think that maybe if, like, there was one more season, I don't know if we will or won't get it, right? That would be kind of cool, you know? I might go back to the Undercroft, see if he's there. I doubt it, though. I'm looting, damn it! Thank you. Oh, they're so mad about it. They're so mad. But yeah, that, or, you know, I just kind of wish that more characters had more spotlight. Maybe a few more characters would have really brought this game out, you know what I mean? I think that would also be pretty cool. You know, having a bunch of different plot lines and things all conjoining together. Alright, let's go to the Undercroft. I guess Sebastian's mission just has to wait, because I'm not going to free roam around and have nothing to do, you know? Because there's nothing else left to do. We could just do either Merlin trials, a bunch of caves, which I don't need to do. Right? There's nothing up north. Nope. Alright. Oh, well, there's one right here, but whatever, fuck it. Alright, I'm gonna check the Undercroft one more time. If he doesn't show up, then that's it. Oh, is it Summoner's Court Match 2? Oh my god. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Where is it again? Over here? What is that place? Is the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom? Yeah. You just run downstairs. I don't think there's a teleport. I cannot believe the final Daedalian key. I chased it. I probably even said something like, I don't know where it went. And then I never found it again.
Revelio.
Alright. Hi, Professor Hecat. What does she call herself? An unspeakable?
Alohomora.
Those are all the Black Ops people. They do unspeakable things and see things that they could never talk about.
Revelio.
Dear Dina, I know you are disappointed as any regarding the cancellation of this year's Quidditch season. Despite my repeated efforts, I cannot seem to convince the headmaster to reverse his decision, even if it were for a shorter period of time. I imposed upon you to reach out to him. It occurred to me that perhaps hearing from someone from his school years, someone alongside whom he may have once cheered for a match or two, well, I thought it could possibly sway him. Yours gratefully, Miss the broom teacher, Miss Kagura. I don't remember her name. I forget.
Revelio. Alohomora.
I think it's just a few more changes to like the school, I guess the quote unquote the school aspects of the game and the school life would have been really great, you know? Having like actual 7th years and things around. There we go. Didn't say anything. I think that would have really been cool too, you know? To have like the 7th years around and then the 6th years, right? The upperclassmen. It seems like everyone I meet is my age or younger.
Revelio.
I think Natty's in my grade. I don't know if Poppy is. Maybe she is. Maybe she's just a really small 5th grade or fifth year I think that would really be kind of cool. House points. I think that having, you know, certain events take place on certain dates during the school year would be also a plus. Even though, yeah, you know, like technically you could pass like tons of time, right? Like you could say, oh, you know, this mission takes place on March 30th or something. And then like 50 days pass and then the next mission's April 2nd. I get that, right? That would be kind of immersion breaking, you know? But they don't want to turn this into Fire Emblem, you know what I mean? Like where time matters and like the things you do, or, you know, of course, the things you don't do will screw you over, you know what I mean? I just think that that would have made it a little bit better, in my opinion. You know, so it's like, you could space it out. There's a timeline leading up until like the last like couple of weeks or something. I don't know. That could have been good. But like I said, I like this game, right? If I give you a sneak peek at my verdict for this game, it's a mid 90, okay? It's like a 93 or something, like a 94. I like this game. This to me is really fucking cool. So I don't know if we're gonna get a mission out of these dudes or what's gonna happen, but sadly I'm not getting any letters or anything from Ominous and anything from Sebastian. So you can finally loot that at least. So I'm trying everything. I don't think so. So I'll really quickly go sell this, and then that's it. We'll just beat the game, and then whatever happens afterwards just has to be done as post-game story, because there's no mission to be found for him, and it might very well be post-game. So if it is, I just don't know that, right? I'm going off the assumption that the final mission is the end. Maybe this isn't the final mission. Maybe, you know what I mean? Who knows? All right, anyway. Enough talking. Let's sell some shit, and then we're gonna go do it. Unless we get a message out of nowhere. It'll be the most clutch message in the history of anything.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you.
You're gonna have Bugs Bunny driving on a moped. Extra! Or no, that's newspapers. I'm sorry. Telegram. Which people... Telegrams are so outdated.
Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Alright. Okay. That's it. Let's go. Let's just finish the game. Fuck it. Enough is enough. I've wasted enough time. Do I have water? Do I have water? Yes, okay. Take a sip first. Okay. No, I wanted to change my personal marker. Thank you. Okay, that's all I care about. Alright. Well, I guess I should save here, just in case. I don't know. Maybe he shows up in the final quest, too. That's another thing that could happen. If I don't know. No, because then it would have to be a mandatory quest, but what the hell is that? I think that's one of the lights from the little the replica they had down here. Okay, anyway. Let's see what happens. The final mission.
I should hope that the enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now, I can assure you they will in the future.
Yep.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was. Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered.
Yeah, they made it. Whatever.
Let's go.
I cannot believe it. We have enchantments to protect everything but from below.
If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far.
That's what Naruto did to Neji all those years ago. Shit was crazy. I was cheering in the goddamn in my living room bed.
Must be here somewhere. We must be getting closer.
Ah!
Incendio.
Oh, damn, wrong person. Wrong person again.
Waiting to press on. Ranrock must be here somewhere.
This drill stands between us and him. We need to move it.
I shall handle it. One moment.
Arrest the momentum.
Oh, shit. All right, damn. I mean, he is a powerful wizard. You can forget that because we haven't really fought alongside him in a long time, but holy shit. Oh, come on. Hey, they put armor on these two. Ah, damn it, I did too early. I didn't take damage, though. That was weird. There you go, I canceled it. You can cancel enemy attacks by using ancient magic. That's not the first game to do that. That's exactly what the Batman games do. What? Yeah. The Batman games will stop anything when you do an instant takedown. I forget what it's called, the arm breakers. Nope, you're immune during that too. Okay. Oh no! Ah! Oh god, I'm ragdolling. What is going on? Can't even stand up. What is happening? I'm getting hit by like too many attacks. What? Oh, if he touches you, it's not the club. It's just him touching you. Wow, I cannot believe we're finding that out now. All right. Anyway, enough. Let's stop messing around. That hasn't happened to me yet, so that's why I didn't know that. What? What? It didn't counter. What the fuck? No! Damn it, he is split. Oh, man.
Professor, that wall, that's the way forward.
Very perceptive. It worked.
What was it, like an ice enchantment or something?
Ranrock must be getting closer to finding the repository.
I fear you're right, Professor. There's nothing we can do but keep searching.
Listen.
Keep searching, keep fighting, you name it. It's weird. Sometimes it doesn't counter properly. There you go. Ah, fuck. What? What happened to him? What the hell? That wasn't me. How about this? Oh, we could have just blown that up. Ow. He never even gets to land. There we go. He finally got to do something. What? Oh. Dude, why couldn't you pull him down? What the hell? That was easy.
We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
Ooh. What? Oh, this is nothing we haven't already done before. Come on. This is easy. Oh, here we go. All the teachers. Okay. Finally, they get to do something. I've been running around the whole game doing all their jobs, basically. Especially this dude.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Alright, kill them.
Steer them this way. We shall make quick work of them.
They got this.
Alright, anyway. You would think the headmaster would at least show up and be good at magic, you know? He's really useless. This is where he needs to show up and just start, like, calling meteors down or something. And just being like, listen, I might be a dick, but I know how to use magic. Alright, anyway. Oh, okay. Beat me to it. Damn.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh, shit. See, I don't know how you could hear that and not think it's comedic as hell, man. I love it. Oh, he recovered quick as fuck. You need to stop rolling away. I'm so used to just rolling in every game, and it's really not always the best thing. I cannot believe. Oh, that, you know why I'm on the wrong toolbar? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Look out! Another troll! This one's worse than the last two.
Is it really? Oh shit, Professor Sharp. Let's fucking go. See, I told you he was a badass, man. He's cool. He's cool as fuck. What? Why did he stop? That was weird. Alright, drink. Oh, shit! Drink. Nope, there you go. Bonk yourself. Back to horny jail. Dude, that move does nothing. It has no stopping power. It's only good for AoE. That's literally the only thing that... Oh, shit. Ah! It's the only thing that move is good for. It's very unfortunate, too. Oh, shit.
I've been fighting since before you were.
Really? How's that going for you, buddy? He's like, predictable. Ah! Uh-oh, that's a load-bearing column. We need that, right? Dude, just get out from under it. You don't have to sit there dumbfounded. Thank you.
That's our way forward.
All right, see you guys later. Thank you. Are we gonna have to fight these two? Dude, this cape is ridiculous, man. Oh, great. The door watcher and the door defender.
The one! Quickly!
Yeah, we need these two things out there. Like... Sadly, they will be of no use to us later. But that definitely means that Ranrock could not have gotten in here first. There's no way for him to open the door.
We made it.
I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you, what Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
I intend to keep it here. It's too dangerous.
I plan to leave the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her and the others sooner. Trusted them more. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
Forever, yeah. This is too
The Keepers were
dangerous.
right. The risk of using this magic is too dangerous. It is my responsibility alone to keep it safe.
I understand, but you are not entirely alone.
It's just too dangerous to use this. We don't know how to use it.
To help you.
Who knows how long it'll take. How did he get past them?
Arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this repository. It belongs to us.
They're jobbers outside.
Enough, Ranrock.
They're all bark, no
It
bite.
was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided.
Just Accio it. He doesn't know how to use it.
Self-important witch.
Okay, and I lied.
Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
Uh-oh. I guess we won't be keeping jack shit now. Well, that makes my job a lot easier, honestly. We kill him and that's it. We don't have to worry about it. Okay, we kill him is maybe a lot easier said than done. What the fuck? Oh, well. Poor professor, I guess. Oh, I guess poor me as well. What? Oh, shit. Are we stuck here? Well, he had like a dragon form. Do we have to do something with this? I have no idea. Oh, okay, we have to counter it. There we go. The Ranrock Dragon. Can we just keep using it? No, okay, we can't. Alright, that's fine. We just have to build up a little bit of meter. He's actually cursed by that, which is kind of funny. I think curse is like really strong in this game. Oh shit, ow, ow. Oh, whoops, there you go. Yeah, you could do it last second. It doesn't really change anything. Oh, it does hurt him now. Shit. Okay, so the red you can R1. You could grab it before him. Here, have it. Okay, sometimes it looks like it spawns orbs up there somewhere.
You can't stop me.
That sounded very half-hearted. Like I don't know if I could win. We faced worse than this. Oh shit! Ah! There you go. That exposes him. Hey, listen, dragons are cool. I like this final fight. I forget you can R1 it. That's not an R1. Alright, so we repeat it. Yeah, I think the keepers were onto something. This is not one of those funny things that we could just do whatever with. I think they're right about this. Usually I don't agree with characters like that. Here, I do. I think that they're 100% in the right. You know me, in most games, I'm like, oh, there's always a good option or a better option than just keeping it away forever. No, I think they're right about this one. Look at this. This is all the pain that she siphoned, everything. It's just destroying everything around it. Yeah, no, let's bring it out into the world. That'll be a good idea. Oh, you can't reflect it, I see. If he's not vulnerable, you cannot reflect it. Damn, nice. Big damage. Oh, whoops, I didn't fire back. I wanted to see if it would give something to throw. Oh, he didn't actually replenish anything. Okay. I just think that Incendio would definitely do nothing here, man. You would get nothing out of Incendio at this point. Alright, next phase. I didn't even say anything. How long will you keep up this charade, Ranrock? Is this what we do? Yes.
There's nowhere to hide now, Ranrock.
But you can reflect it back? Oh, okay. What? Okay. As usual, only damage spells really do anything to him. Oh, shit. So you have to be kinda close to him to be able to actually hit him with it. Otherwise, you're too far. How are they gonna keep this a secret from the students? You think none of them feel this? Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, a random rock flies out from that for some reason. Oh! Ah! Okay. One. Okay, that's it. Never mind.
This ends here, Ranrock.
You think you can stop me?
Yeah, actually. We'd have a shit-talking character. That's what we really need. Like, yeah, I'm not doing this because I'm bored, dude. I'm trying to grab some. You can just outrun it until you're ready to counterattack. What? Get up. Whoa, shit! What is this? No! I didn't know you had all this. Oh shit. Just keep chugging. Oh my god. Man, this game is funny as fuck, dude. Yeah, that's an attack, apparently. And then you can't get away from anything else he does. He's pulling out some meta Ridley strats right now. Yeah, this is for him dying a very disappointing death. Nope, caught him. Nice. Ah! Shit. You know, I would ask how he knows how to control a dragon form, but I guess if he didn't, this would be a very easy final fight, wouldn't it? It would just be 2 seconds, and then you would be done. Dude, he doesn't stagger him when he's charging. Yeah, I'll just chug all my potions. It's fine. What? Okay. As I say, you could just dodge that. Oh, oh, oh! I think he's done. Very nice. The hero of Hogwarts. Yeah, maybe all this power will just be buried down here anyway, so we won't have to worry about it. What are we trying to do? Make a bridge? Oh, he's alive! I thought it was dead the way he said it. This is for Professor Fig. Good on him. Dude, she created way too much trouble for all this. A resolute yell. Alright, there we go. And we'll seal it someplace where nobody can find it.
Professor.
Miriam.
Here.
Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
Kind of sad. I guess he just overexerted himself. There's too much dark energy. Well, nothing we could do for him, sadly. I guess Ranrock just died somewhere. He just fell. That's it.
Professor Elliot.
Oh God, he gives the eulogy.
I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Midi,
Oh my
whom
God,
we
dude.
lost much too soon as well.
Yeah. Can Weasley do this, please? Go drink something. Go somewhere. How terrible. That was awful.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us.
She should be headmaster.
He could be
Why isn't she?
geniusly clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig.
Yo, damn, they put Urkel in this game? Shit.
Well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
She didn't show up, I don't think, but that's fine. She's probably not very experienced in combat, so... Very nice. Yeah, without him, they would have just gotten the magic. No one would have ever known that they were in danger. They would have just one day woken up and Ramrock would have just done whatever he wanted.
Can't believe we lost Fig.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know him as well as you did, but I know he was a good man. Glad Weasley spoke for him. She honored him well. Fig will be well remembered. I wish the same could have been done for my uncle. I wonder if there's a chance Anne would meet me.
Sebastian, I can't imagine what you and Anne are going through. Perhaps you'll hear from her soon.
I hope so. I'll let you know.
Sebastian, there's something you should know. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if he faced quite a fight.
The rumors are true, and I did. But it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be
Yeah, that's
seen,
where we
not
heard it.
heard.
Wait. What are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. It was the Loyalists. It's always been them. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
Once Rookwood allied with Ranrock, Isadora's estate
Yeah, so he
became
would have
of
just been
interest to
there.
them both.
Yeah.
That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw your sister, well, he didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. And she's never been the same. So cruel. Rookwood deserved what he got. Thank you for telling me. It wasn't a goblin.
Yeah, I would have thought blind racism isn't good.
All this time I thought goblins were the enemy. But it was never that simple. Ominous said he's spoken with Anne. I wonder if she'll see me. I'll find out and send word when I know more.
Okay. We're gonna fast forward, new season? Yeah, spring. Okay, so we do have spring. I wonder if it's just like an outro time period, you know, like how Bully was? Where Bully, you go through the different seasons, and then summer is like the endless summer. You know, you just stay at school the whole time, and you just can finish up whatever you missed. I wonder if it's gonna be like that, you know? It's a shame, though. Professor Fig was like a father figure, you know? And now he's gone. Congratulations, you've completed the story of Hogwarts Legacy and reached the end of your school year. With your OWL exams fast approaching, now is a good time to review your field guide progress, explore the world, finish any remaining relationship storylines and side quests, and complete your field guide as you see fit. So, do we actually do the owls? Oh, there we go. Now the quest completed in the Shadow of Revelation. Okay. So there's probably one more. It was a quest I guess if you had not done it before beating the game, he would have been there, he would have had that conversation. But it's cool. They kind of like force it in right there. So here we go.
Thoughts about what you told me in the Great Hall. I would like to speak with you. Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
All right, cool. But yeah, no, I'd like to think, you know, that Fig was almost like a father figure to my character. Losing him is kind of depressing, honestly. It'll be like that one, you know, like that one arc in Naruto. Anything, really. Just everyone's just sad. Just nothing good happens.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Because nothing good ever happens. We
Revelio.
already got hers, obviously. So I wonder if the OWL's exams approaching matter, or if it's just like a contextual thing. That'll be the DLC. It'll be the OWL exams and something else showing up. I don't know. But yeah, now we're just in endless free roam. You know, we can just finish up whatever storyline we want. Oh, this is a main quest? Okay, well, I guess we should teleport then. Is it? What the hell is this? Weasley's Watchful Eye. Uh-oh. Alright, anyway. Let's go to the Undercroft. So there's a little bit of outro. I still have time. I'm still way ahead. I still have like another hour 45, so I don't know if we have an hour 45 left, but let's see what happens. Where are the who's saying that? What? Okay, whatever. You're welcome. Is he gonna want to turn himself in or something and then just save us the trouble?
I'm glad you came.
Sebastian, I received your owl. What's happened?
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister, my twin, forever. She refuses to even see me. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Yeah, maybe she'll come around.
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day she'll be able to forgive you.
I hope you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been done, but I can try every day to make up for it. I owe you and Ominis everything for standing by me.
Well, it wasn't easy. But I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense about you since that first day in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I have no idea what's to come, but I'm grateful for your friendship.
All right.
I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
Yeah, me too. There you go. A sallow grave. So sadly, she never gets cured. She's just cursed forever. She just has to live in permanent Crucio pain, basically. All right. Well, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get that done. I kind of had a feeling it might have been, you know, afterwards, you know, but I just wanted to make sure. You never know, right? The West Tower. Okay. All right. So let's do the Weasley mission, and that'll probably be it. I think that's all we've, all the story, basically. We've done almost all the quests. I don't know where the remaining relationship quests are. What?
Revelio.
You know what it is? She's a floor below. So, kind of fitting now. We turn in. We finish off exactly where we start. Exactly where we started, more or less. That was actually a really terrible teleport. I should have gone down to the, is a Transfiguration classroom. I teleported like one floor above. But like I said, running around Hogwarts, man, was some of the most fun I've had. It's like a big Zelda dungeon, basically. And if anything, it just shows how talented Portkey Games are. They know what they're doing. They definitely figured out how to make a lot of this really come to life, you know? And I like that. I think that's something that's really admirable. It's really, it certainly wasn't easy. I could almost, oh, whoops, other way. It certainly wasn't easy. I could almost promise you that. And they proved they have mastery of it, you know? If you told me the same studio that did Tak and the Power of Juju would do this, I wouldn't believe you. And that to me is really crazy, that they made such a wholesome, fulfilling game. It's awesome.
By all accounts, Hogwarts would be lost without you.
But you're expelled because you did too much stuff.
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
I won't be the same without him, and that's the truth.
But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts.
I know what you've been up to, yeah.
You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even helped Mr. Ollivander track down
yeah, and that's my
wand.
That was yeah.
How did you?
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Sweeting. It's nice to see her engaging more with her classmates.
Yeah, true.
There have evidently been Snidget sightings in the area lately.
Basically, it's a recap of everything you've done.
Believed, 2 Hogwarts students are behind it.
I'm certain I don't know what...
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course.
There you go, the Pokedex rating.
What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sort of
Late, I
ceremony.
might add.
I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
Alright. Do we come back and talk to her once we have full completion? I have no idea. There's another story mission, wow. Alright, so that's like the big finale for her. Do we get like a big finale from everyone, or is this going to be Professor Sharp? The House Cup? Oh, wow, so I should attend the end of year feast? We're just going to skip right to the end of the year, huh? Alright, sure, let's do it. Obviously, Ravenclaw should win because of all the stuff I did. The rest of my house is literally slacking. Without me, there should be no doubt that without me, they would have failed everything. They would not have won shit, man. They would have been lost. Without me, they're doomed. That's the truth. Listen, I know I should be nice, but fuck that. They didn't do anything. Alright, so in other words, time just passes as normal. You know how it is. Bro, come on. You're gonna get both of us in trouble. That's right, eyes on your own paper, Mr. whatever his name was, Clopton. I don't know who that guy is, that blonde hair. Yeah, it basically shows everyone without you. It was, it's your worst fear? Yeah, this is the boggart. Yeah, and you have to be able to face your worst fear. I remember this. So she sees her father being aggressive, I guess. That's good. Alright, what do I see? I guess we'll never know. Oh, don't mind me.
This year, we have seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor. And now we can finish. The loyalty of Helga Hufflepuff. The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw.
Yeah, that's us. Or, I guess that's me, none of you guys.
Of Salazar Slytherin. And so, the winner of this year's House Cup.
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may. One particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts, not to mention the level to which they have excelled.
Wait, what is that student doing there? What? What's going on? That's right, it's me. Give it up.
Well, it would seem that it certainly merits...
Yeah, I don't think she's supposed to stand there. What the hell?
100 points to their house. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, yes.
Dude, he's so
Thank
incompetent.
you, Professor Weasley.
She's basically running the whole school, I'd like to think.
I suppose we have our winner.
It's whose man's? What? What's going on? Dude, he's like teleporting and hovering in the air and shit. That's great though, you know, everyone's here, we're celebrating, it's like the end of an epic movie. Honestly, it feels like a victory for everybody. It might be my year for the House Cup, but you know, pretty nice, man. I mean, like I said, they put in so much more work than this game needed to have just to show up, be a Harry Potter game, make whatever money, cash in, grab everything they could. This game is like a very basic but very fulfilling and satisfying open world game, you know? You got tons of good stuff in here. You got all the basics you'd expect from an open world game, branching plots, you know, some dialogue choices, nothing too crazy or out there, right? You got all kinds of good stuff. There's different spells, the combat system with the colored spells, and being able to manipulate enemies, push them, pull them, freeze them, levitate them, explode them, set them on fire. All that's really good. Now, you've already know how I feel about the spell things. I think that you should have more available, a la like Final Fantasy or Assassin's Creed, right? I think that would have been better, right? Just so that way you have more, you could pick 8 and then flip it, in memory, rest in peace. But you know, you could flip the different spells and stuff, change up your bars, and then be able to, you know, okay, I need 2 different bars here, 2 bars here, whatever. Like I said, for someone who's not really a big Harry Potter fan, you know, very loosely familiar with any of it, to be honest with you, this game is light years ahead of what I would have ever expected, and that's why I enjoyed it from start to finish. Now, I do kind of wish maybe there was a little bit more story, right? Maybe take us out of winter into spring, and then that way, you know, spring was just 2 missions, which is kind of what I even said, right? I said like it would be like 2 missions. You have the feast, and then you talk to, and then that's it, right? Like you talk to Weasley, you have the feast, and then you have the cup. That's it. I wish there was maybe a little bit more right there at the end. I'm just throwing that in. You know, it's not like something super negative, because there was definitely a lot of story leading up to that was actually good. Original, interesting, very unique. Gotta love it, right? And it's a shame because the game that's this good, that's meant to appeal to such a wide audience, has been the subject of so much controversy that it's almost like fully integrated with the game, right? It's just tragic that like people can't separate art from artist, right? J.K. Rowling, even if you want to be very uncharitable with her opinions on topics, like, was this game in any way disrespectful to anyone in particular based on any ideology? Not really. Not at all. If you actually play the game, there's nothing wrong with it at all. So it doesn't display, it's not in the game at all. So if you have a problem with that, I mean, like, I don't think you know what's even in the game. If you have a problem with her making money, I mean, like, we could draw that line with every video game company on the planet, right? Activision literally drove a woman to suicide. You know, like that happened. Remember when that was the story of last year? You constantly find out Activision abuses their employees. You know, EA does fucked up stuff. All these companies do fucked up stuff, and they all make royalties and they all make money off it. So I think that to think that someone shouldn't be paid royalties for a $1 billion franchise, or however big the franchise is that they made, is just stupid. Because you would want to get paid for your work too. So I don't know where that is. Even if you hate what she politically feels about different things, this game has nothing to do with that at all. It's just a fun open world game. That's how I feel about that. Nobody bitches at GTA when GTA perpetuates negative stereotypes about black people, Hispanics, all kinds of people. Nobody says shit about it. You know why? Because it's not that big of a deal, because it's a video game. I don't take it as anyone's opinion that they think all black people are gangsters or something. I don't care. I think that GTA has good storylines and good gameplay and other things, right? And that's just one game. It's just people really dogpiling on a game to try to get political clout points. And it's really sad to see when this game was primarily made for people like them. It's not made for people like me. This game could have come out and been shit, or it could have been amazing, and I would have probably never known if there wasn't such a huge controversy around it. And that's how I learned more about the game. I was like, wow, is this game really that bad? Of course the fuck it isn't. You know? People always draw these weird lines like, dude, the phones you're on probably have some parts made with child labor. Like, listen, we could get really depressing about this if you want. So it's all a bunch of bullshit, and it's really unfair to this studio that went way above and beyond anything that they needed to do, right? This game didn't have to be open world. This game didn't have to have as many spells. This game could have been very straightforward. If they never let you leave Hogwarts, and like you just teleport to Hogsmeade and then there's a couple instanced areas, then that could have been the game. It would have been an okay game. But to be able to go above and beyond and have that open world level design and interactivity with the world just added way more to it, right? And like I said, the first time I saw the open world and I opened it and I just kept scrolling, that was a crazy good feeling. I thought that was one of the best parts of the game. It's like, wow, holy shit, look how much there is to explore. You know, like, look at all these different areas we could go to, all these missions and everything, and that's amazing to see, you know? Other than a couple silly glitches, you know, with people standing in weird places and lights and hands that doesn't make sense or whatever, for the most part, this game was pretty straightforward and worked perfectly. I don't think it ever crashed, right? So they have a good knowledge of how to handle the tech, right? And this is all relatively new tech too. So this game performs well, has a good story, has a way interesting combat system, right? Like I said, my only complaint is maybe handling the buttons and the spell assignments a bit better, right? So maybe you tap left for Revelio, hold left for Lumos, right? That's fine. I would have moved the reassign button to something else. That's just me. Maybe like hold right to reassign, and maybe, I don't know, you could put disillusionment on something else. Tap up could be aim in, and then hold up could be like display, you know, the path to your objective or something. I know that's just me like spitballing off the top of my head. If they removed that whole category, changed a couple things around, you could have a bunch of different spells available and ready to use. And that's like my only big complaint. It is not game crippling. It did not stop me from having fun and enjoying the game, right? So like I said, maybe a little bit more story, like a little bit more in-depthness to the story, maybe a couple more missions, a few more characters with relationships and side plots to go through, right? You know, add in some more classes, you know, like Bully lets you take repeated classes over and over again, right? Up to like level 5, I think it was, and then it's done. That would have been a good thing to have. A house point system, you know, which again, the house point system, I guess, would only make sense if it was timed or if there were ways to lose it, you know what I mean? That would be like a layer of depth, I think, would be perfect for a sequel, right? So like, you know, maybe you sneak around, like you lost demerits or something, maybe you could like sneak around, grab some rubies and put them in your house thing or whatever, right? Like there could be a whole day and night system where like roaming around Hogwarts during the day is fine, but then roaming around Hogwarts at night, you have to sneak by prefects or something. Maybe not so egregious like it's always like a mission, but you know, just having a couple of things like that could keep you on your toes while you're trying to do stuff. Trying to think, what else? You know, maybe you serve detention, you lose a couple points or whatever on your house things, right? And then obviously the biggest thing at that point would be like a new game plus, right? So I would love to know, like, maybe there's a sequel in the pipeline, because this game sold like hotcakes. This game sold like 12 million or something? This game flew off shelves. This game is all crazy amounts of sales and crazy amount of attention. So hilariously enough, all this boycott this game and shit backfired tremendously. And it's a good game. It's a great game. It's got a good story and everything. So at the end of the day, people just like good games. That's all that people care about, you know? That's all people care about, is just a good game, good story. It doesn't matter. Like, this game is not like Skyrim levels of complex. It's not Deus Ex. It's not even like Batman Arkham City levels of complexity. And it's still a good game because it sets out and it has its strong points, and even the negatives are not that big of a deal. Now, that said, I would maybe think that, you know, they could have upped it a wee bit more towards being a little bit of a serious game. That's just me personally. I think that would have only helped it, because they clearly understand, you know, what they're doing with it so far. And I think that would only improve and add to the product as well as a whole. As for a playthrough, I gotta say, if you watch this playthrough from start to finish, first of all, go out and buy this game. This is a buy. This is a $60 purchase for sure. They did a great job. I think it's a $70 purchase, but you get my point. This is a full price purchase for sure. They put a lot into it. I know Ash played this. I know a couple other people. I think Devin played it, right? A lot of people played this game that I know. You got like half my friend group to play it. It is a wonderful game, and everyone who worked on this game, you should be proud of yourselves, because this game was good. Despite all the hatred, all the bullshit that people were throwing at it, you guys still made a game, didn't need microtransactions, didn't need need multiplayer, didn't need all this unnecessary stuff. You just have a single solid campaign, and it just hits everything it needs to be a very well thought out masterpiece. And you should really be proud of yourselves that you brought this world to life in the way you did, because this is insanely better than I thought it would be. Like I said, Hogwarts, I expected to be able to explore like Hogwarts, you know, from up top, you know, like all the major rooms. Again, it was so big, even in this session, the final session, the 13th session of me playing this game, I'm still finding stuff about Hogwarts. I'm still roaming around, finding new rooms I didn't find before, all that stuff. Remember, this is my first time playing. Obviously, on a secondary playthrough, right, you'd run around and you get all this stuff or whatever. It would be faster, right? You know what to do and where to go. That's different. You get my point. The point that I'm trying to make is that Hogwarts is basically alive, right? And it's hard to think of another game where you'd have someplace so iconic, not just in pop culture, but really brought to life in the same degree. I don't think you could really have another place like that. The Jedi Temple in Coruscant, you know, like, we don't really know, like, the scope of the rooms and stuff. Like, this whole world has been narrated and painted and shown off and grown and just everything. We've seen it. 8 movies of this. I don't think I even watched the last 2 or so. I can't remember. Did I even see Half-Blood Prince? I think, what was the last movie I saw for Harry Potter? Maybe it was Order of the Phoenix. I think I went with my mom and I saw Order of the Phoenix, and that was it. I don't think we went to see Half-Blood. But yeah, obviously I've read the books, right? So it's, again, like, to even think about it, right? You have these books that go painstakingly into narrating this world, and then you have movies that brought it to life. You know, I would argue one of, like, the biggest movie trilogies of the 2000s to 2010s, right? You have all these characters and all these people portrayed, you know, almost accurately. It's so crazy to think that, like, this whole world is now explorable in a game, which is cool. It's not like mind-bending, but, you know, it's great to see, like, all the little details and things, right? So again, if you watch this playthrough and you left Harry Potter knowledge and stuff, I appreciate it. Shout out to Ash, because without her, I wouldn't recognize half of this stuff. Viv, you get a shout out too, because you showed up and you left comments too, and I appreciate that, Viv. So thank you very much. I hope you guys stick around. It was really nice. But, you know, Devin, all these people, thank you everybody, because this playthrough was probably going to be one of my favorite playthroughs this year. And unless Final Fantasy 16 is a horrid pile of shit, this will probably be my runner-up to Game of the Year. And that's going to be pretty crazy, right? You know, like, it's a Harry Potter game is going to take the runner-up. It basically is right there. I mean, like, Dead Space is next. That's the next game I'm going to play. Which will be kind of cool. I don't think I'll play it today. Today's what, Saturday? So I'll play it tomorrow. And then, trying to think, what else? But yeah, no, I'd like to see DLC for this game. You know, introduce a new plot, introduce a new story. You know, maybe a sequel could be your 6th and 7th year. You know, maybe if they want to spread it out or something. But like I said, if this game never gets a sequel, never gets DLC, it's a good package as it is. Doesn't need anything more to stand on. Perfectly fine. I'd like it. I'd like to see them expand the story. You know, now, you know, you have a creative character, you get a little invested. I want to see what crazy things he gets up to. But if that's okay, man. That's all I'm saying. And it's crazy to think that there's so much more they could still do with this universe, you know? They could set, you know, another game in like 5 years, 10 years later, have new teachers, redesign different parts of Hogwarts, you know, add new puzzles, have a whole new story arc, something like that. Who knows, right? But like I said, that would be pretty cool. Like, maybe the sequel to this game could be like dealing with the whole pure blood versus half-blood thing, right? All that kind of stuff. And that could be interesting. You know, that's a good plot line in a lot of other things, right? You have the pure people who have kept it through, you know, they didn't interbreed, they didn't intermingle. And then you have to go up against, you know, people who are over here like, hey, we're just trying to live the same as you. That could be interesting. But it doesn't, again, if they don't want to force it, if they feel like, hey, we'll take our money, but we don't want to kick any more hornets' nests or whatever, because Rowling might make a little bit of residuals off of it because she made the whole fucking IP in the first place like 30 years ago, then maybe we'll just take our money and run, right? And everyone liked it, everyone had a good time, it was a very fun and enjoyable game, and that's all that really matters. So I enjoyed it. This is one of my top playthroughs for sure in recent memory. I feel like how I felt when I beat Fire Emblem Three Houses. actually. You know, where it's like, because ironically, Fire Emblem Three Houses does kind of feature the same sort of central area and teaching and everything like that, right? But I feel the same way. It's like a game that I just went into. I knew a little, you know, I'm more knowledgeable about Fire Emblem, admittedly, but like I went into it, I was like, oh, you know, this could be kind of cool, right? You know, teaching people all this stuff. And as I played it more and more and more, it took me multiple playthroughs to really learn everything about that game. But as I played it more and more and more and more and more, I was like, wow, there's so much more for the world. There's so many more, you know, storylines and everything like that. And it just resonated with me so much. I love that game. And that's why Three Houses is definitely my game of the year for 2019. Because they put in so much work to bringing that game to life that it's actually insane. It's like, wow, it's one of the most realized game worlds I think I've played in a long time, right? Especially out of Fire Emblem, especially out of like JRPGs, right? Even I would even say up there with the Bethesda games, right? Like Bethesda games are usually pretty whatever, but I don't know. I just was on a different type of way with Fire Emblem Three Houses, and that's how I feel about this game, you know? This game, I really just got into the world. The more I played it, the more it was cool to, you know, talk about it and stuff. And this is a game I'm going to remember for a very long time. This might be the first game I will not ever delete off my PlayStation, because I might just want to come back, dick around, try to get all the trophies, all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I like a lot of games like this. Again, all these movie franchise worlds, they're all really good in their own way, right? That's why it's one of the reasons I like Enter the Matrix, because it explored a lot of the background to the Matrix trilogy. You know, even though people, you know, don't like the later Matrix movies, I really personally liked Matrix Reloaded, and Matrix Revelations was pretty alright, right? It was good. I didn't hate it. I thought it actually tried to tie back more into the first movie, which was kind of cool, because the second movie was like a lot of action and a lot of world expansion and stuff like that. And I like that Enter the Matrix basically like back details like everything that happens from the end of the second movie, or the end of the first movie, into the second movie. I thought that was really cool. And it had movie cut scenes and everything. I've done a playthrough on that. If you want to see it, that's also on my channel. I highly recommend that I really wish they would re-release it. Unfortunately, that's going to be one of those games that's lost to time, I feel, because there's no way that they're going to remaster and re-detail it, right? It's unfortunate. So, yeah. And I feel like that kind of game is really cool because it builds on the backstory of everything that's there. Obviously, this game is meant to be distant from Harry Potter. There's a couple references here, so like Sirius is a kid, or I think Ash speculates that it's like Sirius the First or something, or maybe they skipped a generation. They named someone Sirius, and then his son would have been someone else, and then his son would have been Sirius Black again. I don't know how the naming works. It's a little weird how they did that. And also, yeah, shout out to the voice actors, man. Y'all brought this world to life. The main character, I don't know who voiced the main character, I might have missed it, but you brought the whole game to life. So without you guys, some of the I really have a bigger appreciation for voice actors now than I did when I was younger, because without you guys, we'd be sitting here in silence. You know what I mean? Like, to have a fully voiced game now is almost what I look at to find a AAA game. You know, I like that. Three Houses was almost fully voiced, right? So one of my biggest complaints about like Final Fantasy 14, you know, having that extra presentation is really nice, you know? And when 14, I mean like when you're in a cutscene, not like when you're talking to someone in the overworld. You know, this is the kind of game I wish we would get more of. So maybe they'll make one like this for Star Wars, right? Obviously the next big Star Wars game comes out in a month and a half, which is what is it called? Fallen Survivor? Jedi was it Jedi Fallen Survivor? Star Wars Jedi Survivor? I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just Fallen. I think it's just Jedi Survivor. I don't think Fallen's in it. But you get my point. Wow, they have two different Spanish dubs. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there is a difference between Spain Spanish and Mexican Spanish and Central American Spanish. I'm really bad with Spanish. It's weird because I had in middle school I learned like American Spanish, or like Central American Spanish, and then in high school I learned I was taught under an actual like Spain Spanish speaker. Like he was from Spain. It was crazy. It was a very strict class, but at the last year we actually went on a field trip, which was really cool. And so I liked his class. You know, I didn't really do too great in it, but he was an okay dude. Like, sometimes he was, you know, everyone's everything. At the end of the day, we had a good talk, I think, my last year. And then that's what I really remember it for. You know, like all the bullshit of freshman and sophomore year. Final year, we had a really, like, heart-to-heart, man-to-man talk. And I really came to appreciate it. And that's what I mean. Some of my teachers I look back on fondly, and I understand what they were going for. Obviously, no one's perfect, but I respect them more. Some of my teachers were shit. Oh, man, that's funny. Anyway. This game is really good. Long story short, I got completely distracted rambling, but this game is really good. I have nothing more to say. I respect the shit out of them for this. This game, through all the thin and thick and all the fucking internet campaigns and these people being labeled as all sorts of fucked up things, these guys went above and beyond and proved that they can make a good game. And this is really just going to be awful when there's another single player game that comes out and it sucks for no reason. But every fucking company out there wants to hype it up and say it's the best thing ever. And meanwhile, you know, IGN and all these other places are asking you, well, the moral question of should you play this game, you know, that's another question you should ask. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. Genuinely, 100%. Go fuck yourselves. Not a single one of you are disavowing Activision. So go fuck yourselves. Could barely even be driven to fucking talk about that shit. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. That would be really dope, though, if we got a sequel. That was the one thing I was never good at, was fucking, they were talking about JSON. I was never good with anything to do with Java, man. I was much better with C and C++ and, SQL and and other things. I was never good with Java. Java was a little bit too out there for me. No, JavaScript I could do. Java itself is not like too far out. I just had like one class in it, and I low-key just was not like so into it because I had a bunch of other classes at the time. So yeah, that was a lifetime ago. That was a long time ago. That was like fucking almost a decade ago. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I don't think there's gonna be anything at the end of these credits, is there? Let's see. Can we skip it? We're at the source code and everything. I think we're fine. There we go. The Seeker of Knowledge. Win the House Cup. I mean, can you fail the House Cup? Probably not, right? Wow, I ranted for so long, my my audio is delayed. Anyway, that's going to be it for Hogwarts Legacy. It's very unfortunate. Where is everybody? Okay, they're here. I was about to say, am I about to run around an empty classroom forever? Very nice. I don't know, because maybe they like each other, dude. Nothing wrong with that. So, with that, and with a heavy heart, as I said was going to happen once we beat the game, that's it, guys. That's the end of the playthrough. We've pretty much done every major plot line. You know, I do feel pretty sad that we're done, you know? That's the end. All this time we've spent running around, solving things, grabbing everything possible, you know, it's over. And I feel really sad about it because, like, this was a very fun playthrough.
Don't be silly.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself from start to finish, and now it's sadly just another one of those things that we did and we completed, and we've done as much as we can. And, you know, I just want to thank you guys for the journey. You know, thank you guys for the comments. You know who you are. Anybody, thank you for watching, of course. And if you subscribed, if you liked the video, if you did anything, it means the world to me. Because to me, I like sharing these experiences. Playthroughs are very fun and human experiences to me. And nothing could be more fulfilling and fun than being able to play a good game. Or, you know, even if you play a bad game, you know, just being able to talk with people about it and say, like, hey, I like that about this game. I like other things about it, you know. And, yeah, so, unfortunately, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to do. Except for Summoner's Court, which I guess I won't be doing. There's a bunch of demiguise statues, which we're never going to find. What's this? Oh, I think it stacks them all on top of each other. So, I mean, I would like to see a sequel to this game. If we never do, it was still good. It was still fun. I mean, my biggest complaint is I don't know where the last ancient magic slots are. What the hell? Like, they're just nowhere to be found at all. I have no idea where they are. 95 on quests. Yeah, like, where are these last 5 relationship quests? I have no idea at all. That's like the one thing I missed. What? I already claimed it. Yeah, we're good. That's it. What else was the other thing I was missing? Was exploration? Yeah, there's landing platforms somewhere. Pop 7 sets of balloons. Yeah, there's 3 more magic slots. I never found them. I have no idea where they are. I'd have to look up a map and then just fly to them. Obviously, Merlin trials, they're all over the place. Obviously, we did the astronomy things, and then these were all back-to-back, so. Okay. I'm actually super, super done now. I'm not going to keep wasting time. There's only 12 pages left in Hogwarts, so that's pretty good. So I know they say the OWLs are coming up. Who knows? I don't know. I think it's just like a timing thing, you know? So yeah, thank you guys. This was an amazing playthrough from start to finish. I enjoyed it. I had a load of fun. I highly recommend this game. Whether you're a huge fan of Harry Potter or not, doesn't matter, right? You could come in this knowing basically next to nothing. There's like a couple of things tied here and there that you might get, which is exactly how it should be, right? You should be able to say, hey, I know what this is because I read the book, or I read something else, or I watched the Fantastic Beasts movie, or whatever. So from that, like they said, they have 40 hours, pretty much was dead on. Pretty much that was spot the fuck on for how long it takes to beat this game. Not 100%, but you know, all the major story and all the major things. So with that, let's just end it on a good note, guys. Thank you. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good one. Take it easy. Stay golden. Goodbye.